this BBC News section Business World. Today we will discuss the wave of 12 suicides within the pharmaceutical industry. This internal issue rose outside the company, and the relatives of the deceased have sued the laboratory for bad treatment of the employees. First of all, let me introduce you to our special guest that will help us better to understand the current situation. Please welcome the former CEO of Novartis, Mr. Antoine Thibault, and the sociologist / former human resource manager, Ms. Iona Mathilde. Today's session being on direct, the audience will be able to interact with us. Do not hesitate to share your question through the BBC platform. You have the link down below. Okay, well, Mr. Thibault, thank you for being here with us today. As an experienced businessman regarding this recent crisis in the pharmaceutical industry, how could you explain the happening of such events? Would you suggest that there is a link with COVID-19?
Hello, Mrs. Snyder. Thank you for the invitation. It's my pleasure to be here. So employee happiness is a vast subject that is not proper to this industry. Many issues can be seen. My guess is that managers must not be very attentive to their workers. I am sure some requests or complaints must have been brought to managers' attention and most likely ignored by them. However, for a firm to let that many suicides happen, there must be a deep organizational and HR issue. Salary can also be an issue. Raises and rewards are essential for laborers that work in difficult or physical environments. The complex situation of COVID-19 has an influence on managers and workers' behavior. The uncertainty of the events led everyone to question their future in the firm, which is very anxiety-inducing.
Okay, so I understand. Ms. Storsteiner, hello, thank you for coming. Graduating in sociology, you wrote an eye-opening book on human resources and management in the core of entrepreneurial firms. As an HR manager, may I ask you your opinion on what has been said before?
Hello, thank you for welcoming me on your set. I quite agree with what Mr. Thibault said. An issue in the company can be coming from the first steps of recruitment with the HR manager. They have the mission to get how the person they have in front of them will adapt and lead their team. If they fail at judging those abilities, they can lead a whole company to its own loss. To explain the suicides, I can add that when joining a group, people tend to look for security, self-achievement, self-esteem, and most of all, recognition and respect. However, it can be tricky from the moment they begin to notice some of the values that miss in that company. They can have issues with what they do, who they are working with. It begins to be really problematic when the manager doesn't act on it and doesn't stimulate the worker with different missions or rewards or just listening to him or her. In the worst case scenarios, we can find cases of burnouts or bore-outs, and as we saw with this case, suicides.
Yes, and I would like to add something to what you said. Team effectiveness is very important, and it is composed of different elements. The structure must be well established, and it is the manager's responsibility to do so for their employees. They must make sure that team members get along with each other according to their personalities, skills, and diversity. In the end, they must complete each other and go further, faster, because they are together.
All right. Oh, we have a question from Mr. Arthur Moggy. Let's listen to him.
Hello. What about the numerous discrimination at still 30% towards disabled people and women during the recruiting process? My sister is disabled and worked for 5 years, picking drugs. She is not well treated by managers and she is victim of salary discrimination. It is absolutely unacceptable that such big firms treat their employees like this. They are here to heal disease, but they are not even capable of taking care of their own employees. It is such a paradox.
I understand your concern. Something that we need to work on is the law. It is not sufficient yet to protect employees' rights. Now you must know that we are talking about a very big and old corporation. I agree, things must change, but we have to find solutions with politics.
Thank you for your intervention, Mr. Moggy and Mr. Thibault. Some people reported lots of errors in the production channels. Others talk about psychological pressure from managers. How would you explain that, Ms. Stolsteiner?
Well, the chain workers can get easily bored because their tasks are so repetitive. In these processes, employees must attain certain quotas, produce amounts of drugs within a limited period of time. It can be very stressful because managers always pressure them for better numbers. Diversity of tasks is an answer to that issue. Psychology pressure is another problem. This might be solved through regular HR analysis reports with employees' remarks in order to improve their well-being by suggesting discussions or offering professional training.
All right, thank you. So we're coming to the end of the meeting, and it was very interesting to discuss with professionals about such a current topic. Thank you for attending this meeting, and I hope to see you soon for our next business topic on Thursday.
Thank you.